Love. Okay, love. Sometimes it's a beautiful lie we all subscribe to until it unsubscribes from you. Love is one of the greatest feelings ever felt by a human being, because whenever you got a problem, there's always that one person you reach out to for help. Be it your homies, your parents, your siblings, or your significant other. For you to reach out to these people, there's some type of love involved. But with that being said, love has its pros and cons. Like, if you ever love someone so much that you ignore all the signs that they ain't shit, well, I have, and it didn't turn out well for me. Now see, this is where my biggest problem is. I got a serious problem, and now it's not just waking up for work when I don't want to, or my credit score. That's a topic for another day, okay? My biggest problem here is love. I'm talking about love, like real love. The kind where you tell someone you love them and you ain't even related, but you'll be dating and shit. That type of love. Every time I think about this type of love and what it's done to me, I sit and wonder, was it even love in the first place? Or was I just another addict chasing a high? Nowadays, there are so many types of love. The straight love, the gay love, lesbian, all that type shit. As for me, I've encountered a lot of toxic people in my life, be it a friend, a girlfriend, or a stranger I just met. All of these encounters were disguised as love at one point, till I realized there wasn't. Everybody was out to get me. Look, nowadays, love has been kind of sus to me to even consider it a good thing or a real thing. Love is like drugs, bro. It's an addiction. Only the real ones are immune to that shit, and I guess that makes me a real one. If you're in love right now watching this, I'm afraid you're not a real one. You're just a people pleaser, because people depend on you to keep them company, and you do just that. You guys avoid being alone, which is more healthy than falling in love and shit. Now, I ain't judging you for falling in love. Maybe I am, but hey, don't get mad. Keep watching till the end. I feel like nowadays, love is just a game of fitting in with the aesthetics. If you don't have the aesthetic game, you might be cooked, okay? As for me, I went from dealing with unhealthy relationships to dealing with gold diggers, and I didn't even have no gold to give back in the day, so I was playing a losing game or whatever.
Let's have a moment of silence for every man who tried to turn a hoe into a housewife.
He was a friend. I left him in my DMs for like 2 months. He wasn't my type.
These girls will show their true colors the very first moment you say hi, but we be high of dopamine. My grandpa once told me that the shit we call love nowadays, that ain't love. That's some form of profitless hallucination. His words, not mine. Back in his day, you had to be married to even touch a girl. The most you could do was give your partner a handshake goodbye. No hugging, no kissing. That shit was like a crime against the culture. Now I see you walking around holding hands and cuddling with people you barely know. I understand why grandpa said this was like explicit behavior, man. Like, you ain't married to be doing this shit. And most of you only cuddle in public to look cool and flex on the rest of us, but that ain't love anyway, so who you fooling? Nobody but yourselves. Because it's gonna end in tears regardless. Let me tell you about the first time I fell in love. I was a clueless teenager who didn't even know what the word aesthetic meant, so I was bound to fail from the start. My brain was still in grade school, but I was in high school thinking love was like a fairy tale. Turns out that was not the case. This girl was the first person I ever loved, but she was toxic, bro. She was a pro when it came to playing around, like she would fuck up my day, only for her to check up on me in the evening or late at night. It's like she knew my exact feelings the very first moment she heard my voice. I even suspected she was in the Illuminati, cause boy, a nigga can be traumatized. She wanted me to take her out, buy her gifts, touch her. You know, the standard relationship expectations nowadays. Like, y'all are too fast, man. No wonder why men and women don't respect each other anymore. Nothing is concealed anymore. Thing is, I just couldn't do it, man. One, I didn't have money. All I was thinking about was buying clothes for myself, and giving a girl money felt like disrespect to my ancestors. Two, I kept thinking about what grandpa told me about touching girls and how wrong it was. So she did the most wild shit ever. She pegged us in the phone like some sardines. I'm talking me and a whole bunch of niggas. My cousin's sister found out, and she came to me telling me how she assembled their whole sports team and I was one of the many players in the team. Guess what? I didn't believe her because she didn't come with no receipts. What the fuck I look like believing shit I ain't seen with my own 2 eyes? Going to the ancient times, bro. So with failure to deliver what she wanted, this chick goes to my classmates and tells them how lame I was. On top of her cheating on me with her father's friends and uncles, she goes on to destroy my reputation. So my homies came up to me telling me some shit she said about me being a lame. Guess what happened? They didn't come with no receipts, so I didn't believe them. I thought they were hating on me. So I confronted her about the issue and she straight up denied it, saying some shit like, some of your friends been pushing up on me, T. How could you believe the shit they tell you when they're jealous of you? I ain't gonna lie, I felt important for a second, but I had some type of reasonable doubt about her reactions. She gave me my first kiss ever. Then she looked at me with those round, big eyes and she told me how much she loved me. She told me to block all the noise, yada, 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 manipulative stuff. I swear to you, I was this close from blocking my homies that night. Fast forward to the next day, she even came to see me at my place in the name of checking up on me, and she kept on insisting she loved me more than I did her. The way she said she loved me was suspicious because it was just too much. She was acting like I was a god or something, but I wasn't, so I felt some type of way. So she said she was going to her friend's place, so I took her there, and coincidence has it, me and her friend used to date, but my girl never knew. So her friend had some type of bad blood against me. She used to talk shit about me and all that. Seems like she was mad jealous, so I left them and went to my friend's place. These two twin motherfuckers. I only hung around their place for like 20 minutes, so as I was headed home with the twins, one of them said, "Hey bro, ain't that your girl?" Just hearing my boy said that with a tense tone gave me chills, bro. Before I even checked out who he was talking about, I saw her walking with an older dude. Guy was light-skinned, short, and he had the biggest head I've ever seen. They were cuddling and she was eating them French fries. No wonder why she was gaining all that weight. This dude was out here feeding her French fries. She saw me and she was all shocked and shit, and she asked me what I was doing. Girl, I'm trying to go home. Why you gotta act stupid? She left the dude hanging and she came to me, but I was all quiet and shit, trying my best to digest what was happening. She did most of the talking and I could tell some shady shit was up because she ain't never behaved like this before. She was very defensive when ain't nobody was blaming her for nothing. I went home and nobody was home. I sat down. Then I started to reflect on all the things we did together and all the lies we told each other. I thought about the red flags I ignored and how stupid I probably looked after all the warnings from our friends I didn't eat that day. For the first time in my life, I skipped the meal. To make matters worse, she texted me a long message basically saying we should pretend like we broke up because her older brothers were suspicious of our relationship and shit. I went out for a run immediately. I started losing myself. I couldn't tell what was happening. It felt like I was an addict going through withdrawal. So I sat alone for a second. I started to think about words from my grandpa. Maybe he was right about his logics on love. Then it hit me. I really love this human being despite everything I was told by friends and family. And everything she did went against my moral compass. I tried to think about why I loved this person, but I was confused because most of the things about us were different overall. That got me fucked up, man. I'm still trying to recover and wrap my mind around that incident. It's been 5 years. Now when I reflect on all the stupid shit I did as a youngin', am I proud? Nah. I shouldn't have listened to my grandpa because he had like 7 kids with more than 3 different women. Do the math. Worst place to go for relationship advice when dealing with a Gen Zigger. Rest in peace, Pops. Maybe he was looking out for me, didn't want me to become like him, but still, I fumbled a 9 out of 10 because of him. But it was worth the fumble, bro, because she was opening shit for everybody. Here's what really gets me about these love situations. You can never tell if it's fake or not. The only time you can be sure is if you catch them red-handed or find some text messages in their phone. Good luck with that one, because getting their phone and password is like going on a Jumanji side quest. Most of us see the red flags, but ignore them. We make excuses like, how could she cheat when I'm with her most of the time? Like, brother. Be real. Have you ever ignored a red flag just because they gave you that nostalgic feeling and made you feel seen? Drop your words down in the comments. Don't lie, we all got one. If somebody comes to me talking about how freaky my girl is or some shit she did in the past, I'ma need receipts, bro. Proof is the only thing I can deal with, but I'ma keep your points in mind, because who knows? You might be looking out instead of being a hater or something of that kind. Well, why did I make this video? I mean, I saw my ex the other day. I'm talking about that girl who pegged us in her phone like some sardines. Yeah, she was the first person I ever really loved, you know. Emphasis on the first love, yeah. She was the kind that made me read cringy poems and Google how to stop overthinking if she didn't text back. She was at the park with another dude. They were laughing, sharing snacks, having that deep eye contact. You know, that looked like it's the best thing to ever happen to her. When in reality, I am the best thing to ever happen to her. I was sitting at a distance just watching, not in a creepy way, I promise. And then we made eye contact. She looked right at me, held it for a second, then looked away like I was a stranger, like I never held her when she cried, like I never meant anything. She did everything she could to keep a new man from noticing me, gave him all the love, all the attention, like I was invisible. And in that moment, it hit me. We really can be replaced just like that. That's what love is nowadays. My brother in the Lord perfectly defined it perfectly. Love will embrace you and love will erase you. Love is impatient, love will replace you. You get busy with work or some family shit comes up, you're gonna be erased and replaced with the quickness. Now don't get it twisted. Real love exists, but it's rare. Most of us are out here just chasing a high and calling it commitment. Now listen, if you got a relationship, keep that shit public, bro. Your girl might have friends that are hotter than her, and keeping it public means you get options.
Yo! Both teams to score. She's my type.
Girls love it when they can steal another girl's man. But if you keep that relationship private, the disadvantages are real. She might be the town's entertainment, and you might be boy number 307.
I'm not 100, I'm not 200, I'm 5,000%.
Andrew, you are not the father.
No worse, you might find out later you are related somehow. This happened to my homie from high school. There was a new girl. Everyone in school wanted her. My boy begged her. Did everything together for the first time. 5 months later, find out they're cousins. Their fathers were distant brothers who had an argument and never spoke again or something. He was heartbroken. The fact they had the same last name should have been alarming, but my boy was ignorant as hell. All he was thinking about was getting what he wanted from her. He's been single ever since. Now he talks about long distance relationships. Nigga, what? So my fellow human beings, don't get lost in the aesthetics. If you're broke and happen to be chopped, you don't fit the aesthetic, and that's the reality. Or maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. For you to get a fine girl while being chopped, you gotta be worth at least a meal. Or wait till you're 50 and be a sugar daddy, dating girls your kid's age. But real talk, you know your worth. Don't change who you are to fit someone else's idea of what love should look like. Because if someone can replace you that easily, were they ever really there to begin with? Don't be invisible. Love shouldn't break you. It should wake you up from your slumber. Instead of choosing someone else, choose yourself first and see how that goes. If that doesn't work, I'm afraid I got nothing else to say to you. You need some special type of help then. And please, be aware of anybody who wants to keep the relationship private. Those people are imposters, or they're not proud of having you, which is just not nice, is it? Real love starts with you. If you can't date yourself, why should anyone else?